Okay. All right. So, Casual Styles here. It's been a very long time since I've made a video for you guys. Um, I just recently went to locals and I've been testing with this deck. I think this deck's been slept on, and yeah, generally I just played Mannadiums, and I just wanted to dive into the deck. I'm actually playing a lot of like engine and stuff that I've realized that people aren't completely doing just yet. I think the deck has a lot of potential to be a really top tier deck. As of right now, like in our format, it's just really weird. We're still waiting for balance and everything. But I thought I should make a video on this deck because like testing this at locals is really good. I went like, what was it, X1 with it tonight, and I just wanted to show you guys the profile and go over some of my choices and what I did and how well I did in the tournament. So let's just get started here with the deck profile. So first things first, you play 3 Visa Starfrost. This is the main core of the deck. I like to call this deck, let's say, Visa's Worldly Adventure, because essentially you're just kind of shuffling through your field spells, and usually you're going to always want this in your hand. This is always start your combos and gets you to all your pieces all together. Right. So for the second 3 we play 3 Realm Heart. This is the best Mannadium monster you can summon in the deck. It adds you any Mannadium card, and it basically helps you further the combo with the Visa Starfrost together. These two together alone already make a Baronne, and you can make a Baronne on your 3rd summon already with just these 2 cards, which is really cool. So just something to think about. All right. Next 3 we play is the Mannadium Meek, and 3 Fearless. Very standard. You play both. I mean, if everyone knows the baby effects, basically baby Cerasauruses, you pop them, they summon another copy of themselves. Difference is that Meek can raise its level by 2 when it's popped by its own card effect, or by a card effect. And Fearless lets you give your monsters permanently 500 attack if they're synchro monsters. Next, for a 1-of we play, for the Scareclaw stuff, we play 1 Rykart. I didn't want to play this at more than 1 because I hate seeing this card in my hand, and also like you only really need 1 to really push to the deck. And I'll just explain more about it when I go into more of the cards. Right. So for our basic hand trap lineup, I only play 6 hand traps. Play 3 Droll, and I play 3 Ash. Just because Droll needs to be respected in this format, so you remain taking Droll, and I'm respecting Brandon players because Brandon is ridiculous right now. So that's for our hand trap lineups. Now for the spice that we play in this deck, not what you typically play in the deck. You're playing 3 copies of Reinhardt. So this deck plays a tier engine, is why it's really good. Play 3 Reinhardt, and then the 1 Sharon, 1 Hoffness, and 1 Merle. Reason why we play the tier stuff is because, typically speaking, the tier stuff helps us break boards, and also it just helps us get more extenders and also loop our cards. And I'll explain that a little bit later in this extra deck. Alright, so for our spells, we play quite a bit of field spells. We play 3 Planet Calorium, play the 1 Pearl Rhino, and the 1 Reichophobia. And the reason why I only play 1 is because I don't want to see it. Again, you can search it through your combos, so if you open it in your hand, it feels kind of bad. And the same thing with the Scareclaw stuff, this always searches the Scareclaw right card, so I play 1 of each of them, because there's really nothing else to search in the deck, besides maybe another Visa Starfrost. If you have this in your hand, it's okay. I mean, you can get another Visa Starfrost if it really is in your hand, but you really don't want to see the right card in your hand, or else it kind of kills the combo. Alright, next. Some of our 1-ups are playing 1 Terraforming. We're playing 2 Foolish Burials. This is the card I'm testing with today. Did really well. The 1 Scareclaw Rival. And I think that's about it for those random 1-ofs and 2-of. And for our Mannadium spells, we play 3 Mannadium Abscission and 1 Imagining. This is really, I'm only really playing this to unbrick my hand usually, because a lot of times you see the bricks, right? You can just search this and put them back in the deck, and then just maybe fix your hand a little bit, and it really unclouds your hands. It's almost just like the deck's own built-in like Phantasme, essentially. Very nice. And last but not least, we play 2 traps. The Reframing, because it's broken, lets us play around Dark Ruler, and the Trivia Karma, the Foolish Burial Goods target. Right. Now on to the extra deck. So my extra is really different from Mannadium. Most of the Mannadium builds, I'm testing with it today, and it really performed really well because I can show you what the end board is. But we played one Scareclaw, Lightheart, for the links, Cross Sheep, Sprint, and Scareclaw Tryheart. So I chose this lineup because essentially this is like instant tier access with Merely. So you can always use this and it's reliable because most of the time if you are drawing them early, you can actually shuffle it back in the deck. Again, like with the Mannadium Imaginings card, you can put it back to the bottom of the deck to fix what the issue, like, because you don't want to see Merely in your hand or this won't proc. So yeah, and that's a bit about it for the links. I've tested Appaloosa. I really like Appaloosa, but honestly, with like how our format is right now, it's super heavy and branded. This card just doesn't enough against them. That's like really good. So that's my like lineup. Right. So for our Synchronlance, we play quite a bit of Synchros. Star's Charge Warrior for the extra draw in the combo. This is the reason why you can do like double draw in the combo, which is insane. Stardust Dragon, because you need to play it. Axel Synchro Stardust. Mannadium Prime Heart. Chaos Angel. Bestial Dissipator, and the Bear. All standard stuff. Just broken cards that do broken things. Alright, next off is for our fusions. So this is for the tier, our tier engine and what it does. Mud Dragon, Dragostapelia, Vicious Ashloud, and Cloudheart. So the way you essentially use these cards is most of the time with the tier stuff, you're trying to break the board, you're making this, and there's so many ways to pop this card on your own turn, just so that you can keep using its effect to keep looping to limit monsters' effects to fusion. And this is where like you're looping Vicious, you're looping this, and you're looping the Mud Dragon. This has come up a lot of times because since you can change the attribute of this card, this is very easy to like manipulate into making Chaos Angel with, because Visas is a light tuner, and you can turn this into a dark, and then now you have this card as a way to combo one of your synchros, because like Chaos Angel is just broken, and you get like, and if this turned into light, or no, sorry, dark, then you get both effects of Chaos Angel, which is really good. Right. So last we have our side deck, and this is like up for personal preference, really. So I'm playing 3 Lancias. This is against the Cash matchup, because this deck really has a hard time sort of against Cash. If you can't like stop them from like milling you out, then like you lose a lot of your combo pieces, because the deck does play a couple one-ofs that need its other counterparts to like function really well. So being able to Lancia on their turn is like really good. And then for the Purry matchup, we play this card. This never came up, I mean, in locals, because not many people play Purries in my locals, but when I do see them, I will play this card just to tell them no to their spells, so that they can't keep abusing them and putting them back into like their deck, or putting them back inside their Xyz monster. So this just says no. Next thing, I'm playing Dark Rulers just to respect combo decks, also because this is just insane against super heavies. The next, we have our back row hate, evenly matched, and very standard. And the last card up in this side is really nice. I think it's being slept on too. It's Gravity Collapse. This card actually won me a game where my opponent tried to kaiju like my Baron or something, like to try and break the board. Or they lava golem me, but I kept the synchro on board, and because they summon the monster, you can flip this and then you can negate the summon, and now for the rest of the turn they can't summon anything. So like if they try to break the board with like their board breakers, and they do that, you just punish them with this, and then they just can't do anything. Right, and that's all generally, like, speaking, like, what the list is. You guys can give me your comments and stuff on it, but I was testing with this a lot, and that's what I really liked about it. So yeah, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much.